Hey, this is DragonFeather, and I'm here to make a video on how to choose your tools and how to choose the materials to make your tools, your magical tools, in your practice. Now, this is going to be a two-part kind of thing, not like two separate videos, but in one video, talking about finding materials or choosing materials to make your stuff with versus just choosing things that are already made. The first thing I'm going to start with is choosing materials to make your things. And for those of you guys know, I made this wand a while ago. I have a video on how to make a wand about it. And unfortunately, two of the pieces came off, which I have to repair tonight, because don't use hot glue when you make things on smooth surfaces. It doesn't work. So I need to glue it with super glue. So don't know how I feel about using that kind of stuff on crystals and pearls, but that's what's going to happen, so it works pretty phenomenally other than that. So, how to choose something is when you find a branch, first of all, don't be a dumbass and take it from a tree like I did when I made this, because it was in the very early stages of my practice, and I wasn't very nice to said tree. So I just kind of hung on the tree branch to break it. Yeah, don't do that. If you're even going to think about taking something from a live tree, please meditate first around the tree, ask the tree, and if you're going to take it off, don't break it off, cut it off. Because you don't want an uneven, like, splitting cut that not only hurts the tree's energy, but is more traumatic for the tree. So my suggestion is find one on the ground. Find a piece of wood that attracts you, and find some sort of, the type of wood, depending on what tree it came from. If you are into tree magic, make sure you find one that works for you, and that you are attracted to, and that works well with you, in your practice, depending on what kind of magic that you do. But when you find something on the ground, and you feel compelled to pick it up, pick it up. When you find something in your collection of things, in your collection of crystals, something that you want to decorate it with or empower it with, don't hesitate. Please pick it up. Please use it. Do all of that. Like this point that I have for it, I got it a long time ago, and it has always been so powerful to me when I've used it. Like, I can't hold it by myself because my hand goes numb, and because of that reason, I decided to put it in a wand because of how powerful it was to me, and so I used it to direct things. And so this wand I use for mostly the properties of citrine and elemental directing and stuff like that. So that's what I use for this wand, and mostly just what I was compelled to use is what I used. But however, I know most wands aren't made out of wood that we make. However, I do have a wand that I made out of ceramic. Now, this, I didn't really choose a ceramic material, like, oh, I should do ceramic wand, like, you know what I mean? I just felt compelled because my work with my cauldron, I did really well with my cauldron and some other ceramic pieces on my altar, that I felt compelled to do this, and I really like it, and it's been so helpful for me. Unfortunately, it broke during a ritual, but now it's the perfect size, and I love it, and I use the other half for a mortar and pestle. But I used 3 different pieces, as you can see, and twirled them around together, mostly to symbolize the Maiden, Mother, and Crone aspects working together to change, to bring about change. And the threefold law. I mean, there's lots of symbology around the number 3, and it's a big number in my life as well, so that's why I made this wand the way I did. I made it very specific and significant to me, and whenever you're going to make wands or make your tools, make them very specific and significant to what you want, not to what somebody else has. You know, just saying. But then again, some people do buy their tools for their practices and stuff like that. They don't make them. I made those 2 wands, but I did not make this athame. This athame is the one that I have been using as of late, just because I'm working with its energies and using its energies, and the reason why I chose it, which is, if you look here, it has a mandolin at the top, and it has the treble clef here at the base of the blade. and then this really pretty design going down. I really like this Athame, though it is a letter opener. My Athames, I've never owned a like legit Athame. I've only used letter openers because I personally have a kind of weird fear with knives. So there's that issue. However, it's not on the back, which kind of sucks. I will probably go back to my old Athame, which is a dragon letter opener that I call an Athame, and that's what it is, and that's what it works, and that's how it works. I didn't pick it up. It's over there. I could get it, but I don't really want to get up. So, because I'm already in the middle of making this, so I'll just keep going. Those of you guys who have seen it know what I'm talking about. So, not everybody uses Athames and wands. We like to use crystals as well. So I'm going to show you the 2 crystals that I have picked up for like crystal healing and casting circles. This wand, I use this fluorite wand. It's green fluorite, and I use this for not fluorite, it's calcite, my bad. This green calcite wand to cast circles, sometimes depending on the situation and what's going on. I picked this up because I went into the store and I saw this sitting there, and the way that it's shaped, the way that it is, really caught my attention, and my dad even made the comment that it looks like a saber-toothed tiger tooth. And he was like, that's really cool. And I'm walking throughout the store looking at other things, and I'm like, yeah, that is really cool. And I found out the price, and it was not expensive. It was less than $10. So I decided to purchase it. And it's worked really well for me ever since. And I like casting circles more with crystals rather than actual wands. I like to use my wands for directing energy within the circle, not necessarily casting the circle. So that's how I picked this one. And this is the crystal wand that I use when I do crystal healing. Now, when I have this, the reason why I was attracted to this is because of, obviously, the cut of it looks really beautiful to me, and I was just so drawn to it. And it's clear quartz. It's just clear quartz that's been cut. It's really clear quartz, and it kind of blew my mind on how clear it was. Like you can literally like see through this. Like you can see pretty clearly through this. So it was such a beautiful piece to me, that, and the clarity of it like helped me when I am helping people, like crystal healing them. It helps me to clear their energies and reset them because of how clear it is, and that's how I was drawn to it. But when you guys actually pick something out for yourselves, make sure that you have a certain kind of compelling feeling towards it. If you're gonna go pick up some Athame or some wand or whatever just because it looks pretty, don't buy it, because if it looks pretty, it's not necessarily gonna work well. Even if you have the most shitty colored thing, the shittiest shaped wand or whatever, but it works the right way, then good. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how you're supposed to do it. I prefer to make my stuff and use crystals, which is what the earth is made, rather than man-made things like this. But sometimes, it's nice to have the man-made objects because I have certain connections with both of my Athames. My dragon Athame, I am very heavily influenced by dragons, and this one is my music one. So I am very heavily influenced by sound and music as well. So that is why. If something fits you personally, get it. If something does not fit you personally, just looks pretty, it may look pretty, but don't get it if you need to get something. If you need to get something that you're drawn to. If you're just getting something for fun and display, that's fine. Don't use it necessarily in ritual, or you can see how it works. But if something doesn't work nicely for you or right for you, then don't use it, because what's the point of casting a spell when it's not going to work all the way? What's the point of driving a car when you have certain parts of it that are, fucked up and not working right? So you don't want to get in an accident or create one. So that is my advice. This video kind of ran a little long. I hope that isn't too much for you guys. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments about getting any kinds of things, any kinds of tools or tools that you may have had that you want some help with or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment below and message me through Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr. I'm more than happy to help you guys. And until next time, blessed be, and bye.